we are going to study the poem, The Ball Poem. It has been written by John Berryman. It is talking about a boy who has lost his ball. The poet wants to know the reaction of the boy on losing his ball. He asks to himself that what will happen later on and what the boy will learn from it. The author of the poem is John Berryman. He was a scholar and a professor as well as a poet. He was well known for the Dream Songs written in 1969, an intensely personal sequence of 385 poems which brought him the Pulitzer Prize and National Book Award. In these, he invented a style and form able to accommodate a vast range of material while expressing his turbulent. Let's start. What is the boy now who has lost his ball? What is he to do? I saw it go, merrily bouncing down the street and then merrily over. There it is, in the water. The difficult word is bouncing, which means jumping. The poet wants to see that what the boy is going to do. The boy has lost his ball. He looks at the ball which was happily bouncing down the street, which was rolling down the street and finally reaches the water. The ball is a non-living thing. It is not at all sad. No use to say, oh, there are other balls. An ultimate shaking grief fixes the boy as he stands rigid, trembling, staring down all his young days into the harbor where his ball went. The difficult words in this are ultimate, which means the maximum limit. Rigid means stiff or adamant. Harbor is the place where the ball has gone. The meaning is that it is of no use to tell the boy that he has got other balls because the boy is very, very sad. He is thinking that the ball carried lots of memories. He is standing straight, looking at the ball continuously, standing stiff and shaking. He is looking continuously at the ball where it had gone. I would not intrude on him a dime. Another ball is worthless. Now he senses first responsibility. In a world of possessions, people will take balls. Balls will be lost always, little boy. The difficult words are intrude means to enter a situation where a person is not welcomed. Dime is the currency of US. It is equal to 10 cents. The meaning is, it is no use to get into the situation and tell the boy to purchase another ball which would cost only a dime or only 10 cents. It is of no use because the matter is not of money. The matter is the child has faced the real life situations the first time he has come across such a situation when he has lost something. In this world where everybody possesses something or the other thing, some or the other day, these balls or these possessions will go away. Somebody will take it or they would be lost. So the poet wants to tell the little boy that he has to face some situations like this always in his life. Boys are compared to the possessions, the things that a person has in life. All the time, everything does not stays with you. No one buys a ball back. Money is external. He is learning well behind his desperate eyes. The epistemology of loss. How to stand up, knowing what every man must one day know, and most know many days how to stand up. The difficult words are desperate, which means hopeless or helpless. Epistemology of loss means understanding the nature of loss, what it means to lose something. Epistemology is a Greek word which means knowledge. Epistemology is the study of nature of knowledge itself. The meaning is that no one can get those lost possessions back. Lost possessions are compared with the ball. Money is an external thing. It does not matter in emotions and memories. The boy is learning. Behind his hopeless eyes, the boy is trying to learn and understand. The boy is getting the knowledge of what it means to lose something and how to overcome it, how to bear the loss and again stand up. The boy is learning how the one who has lost something has to bear it and then again stand up and lead a normal life. Poetic devices used here are anaphora. Anaphora is when the beginning of the consecutive lines is similar. You will see here what and what. First two lines are starting with the word what. So this is an example of anaphora. Even the third and the fourth line are starting with the word merrily. So this is also an example of anaphora. Another poetic device used is repetition. In the second line, you will see what has been written twice. So what word has been repeated? That is why it is repetition. Second half of the poem, we can see the various poetic devices used are alliteration. Alliteration is when any consonant sound is repeated in the words in the same sentence. The examples of alliteration in this are buys a ball back. So B is being repeated again and again in the beginning of the words. Another example is man must. M is being repeated in both the words. Another poetic device used is repetition. Repetition is when the same word is used. So balls, balls. Two times ball has been used in this line. I have understood that money can only buy materialistic things. Everyone will come across such a situation in life when we have to lose our belongings or possessions. The poem suggests you that we should learn and stand against the miseries of life. I hope you would have understood the poem and don't forget to like and subscribe.